Lads, good morning. Hope all is good. I enjoyed doing this last week at some point in time, and I'm about to make rest day breakfast. I said, come along, make rest day breakfast with me, because why not? I do have some stuff to chat about. I also got some bits and bobs in through over the last couple of days that I thought might be helpful for any of you at the moment as well, even if you're not on a diet, but just making life that little bit easier. Amazon, I think, have Irish Amazon now, don't they? Like, the Amazon I ordered off was Irish anyway, and it came pretty quick, so I think they do have Irish Amazon. But we're going to make rest day breakfasts, and I'm going to show it to you. I wish I had shown you making the cream of rice this morning, because people have asked me, you know, how do I make my cream of rice? But we had the rest day. I know it looks like bloody cement here now at the minute, but for me, that's going to be a perfect bowl of cream of rice in a couple hours' time. On a rest day, while we still have it, food has been dropped down, so current food, I'm pretty sure on a rest day is 150 carb, 220 protein, 35 fat, and training day food, which you would have saw the full day of eating yesterday, I hope you enjoyed that, is 220 protein, 220 carb, and 30 grams of fat, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, not too bad. All is good. Hunger is definitely, you know, increasing that little bit more. No food focus as such. Obviously, like, we've 6 meals. The whole setup as a whole is really good. I'm really happy. I was due to have a posing lesson this morning, but I think we might get that in over the next couple of days. First posing lesson in a while, to be fair. But posing's been going well. You know, I've been posing every single morning. We had a really good check-in this morning. I weighed in 79 kilo on the dot, which is our lowest prep weight of the prep so far, but all is good. We've had a really good morning of work done. I have all client work done. It's just going to be messages and everything throughout the rest of the day now. And I have been instructed that I have to also get some work done on the outside of the house today as well. So we're ahead of ourselves. We're going to get a lot of work done. We're going to get the meals in. It's a rest day. We also had 30 minutes cardio to do this morning, which was lovely. Again, my cardio, lads, has been brought back down now, the baseline. You know, ever since that deload, we're at 30 minutes. I'm obviously, you know, the leanest we've been, the lightest amount of body weight. My head was a little bit scrambled, to be fair, you know, for a couple of days just on the whole thing. I'm very clear on it now again, you know, and it's just a case of just, I have my full trust there in Keane, you know, because you definitely can, like, question different things, you know, especially with the head where it's going to be, you're going to be thinking, like, you know, food needs to go this low because I've done it before, you know, I'm well able to do it, and cardio needs to go this high, but, you know, I'm going to run myself into the ground and the physique would just, like, be ruined, you know what I mean? So full trust is in Keane. We've got an exciting week coming up the rest of the week. I'm trying to get myself organised so I have myself on top of work. We are very much so on top of work, like with the routine at the moment, you know. Also had a new sleep supplement that went in last night. Oh my God, it was mad thing. Tom, if you're watching this, you probably are, put me on it, and it was a lovely, lovely supplement. Has some melatonin inside in it. But we're going to get rest day breakfast cooking. 0 carbs. I have a couple of 0 carb meals on a rest day. And, you know, I like these kind of videos, to be honest, like actually watching them, these kind of videos sometimes. I know obviously the full days where you see everything that's going on is great as well sometimes, but I like these ones as well. I'm pretty sure I've got 2 eggs. Like, Keane closed off the macros on my meal plan as well, which is what we do with every client, you know. Obviously I had been tracking macros for quite a bit of time, myself on MyFitnessPal, but you know, it saves me a lot of bloody time nowadays not tracking macros. No, we just have 1 egg. 1 egg, 200 mils of egg whites. It was when the food was a little bit higher, we had 2 eggs. But we're back to normality now with a rest day. Also, the training split has changed. We're going to do some training. That's one of the pieces of equipment that I got. This new little tripod that you're on here, it's going to be really handy for, you know, traveling throughout the summer, obviously to shows and everything like that I got on Amazon. It's just perfect because the tripod that I had was only for the phone. Now I have this, the Osmo can pop on it, and also I have the phone attachment so the phone can go on it, because I didn't have a phone tripod, you know, for doing stuff. I was just like propping the phone up in here and everything, so for check-ins and everything it makes it a lot easier. And obviously getting content for you inside in the gym makes it so much easier. But I also will show you, I got another attachment that I saw a while back, but then Sam got it and he sent me a link for it. It was like 20 quid, I think it was. It's like this magnetic yoke where the camera can just like pop onto the side of a machine. We'll have to test it out for you and get some training footage done with that this week. You know, it's just going to make it easier. Instead of putting a tripod here in someone's way potentially, I can just put the bloody Osmo, which is already tiny in itself, up there out of the way. What am I doing here now? I think I have everything that I need. So I'm going to cook the rest day breakfast. These videos I think are great as well, just to like just give you an update in where we're at with all the go and allow me to keep going on the daily. Also, the Philips One Blade. I bought a new charger for it. It just isn't working, because the Philips One Blade will allow you to get a full shave, like down to the skin. The other razor that I have doesn't allow me to do that. I wanted to do that, so that isn't going to work. I'm going to have to get that working somehow. But rest day breakfast is an egg. I forgot the egg whites. That's what I forgot. And then we've got peppers. We've got, I was going to say onions, but I don't have any onions, lads. But my digestion has been the best it's ever been in the last week. So it's working to some degree, you know what I mean? So we're going to get them over there. This is a beautiful breakfast. I really do recommend it to any of you. We're going to get a chopping board here now as well. I'll get a clean one, and then we prep. Basically, like, this is my break, like, for a few minutes every single day. Do you know, like, you might be watching this, you might be on like your lunch break. This is kind of my break. Obviously, I do have other breaks during the day, but like prepping the meals and stuff, this is my bigger break. So we're going to prep the onions or the peppers. I have a full pack of peppers every single day. That's just what I've been doing. All the other veg is literally then just lettuce. All the meat meals that I have are just 100 gram of lettuce. I've kind of been weighing out, you know, the veg, like just making sure that that's kind of being fairly consistent. Not tracking it like towards daily food, but we're just keeping that like just variable, consistent across the board right now. So I'll make things quick. I won't even probably chop up all these right now, but I'm also going to probably prep the food for the rest of the day. So when I need a meal, the meal is ready for me and I'm not getting angry looking for the meal, you know, that kind of way. But peppers going in. And then we get the pan heating up. We'll get these cooking, get the spinach in there for just that extra little bit of volume as well, lads. And again, it's mad what you can do just with a bit of egg and a bit of egg white. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to see how we get on with this rest day food, because, you know, it's lower food. Rest days can sometimes be that little bit harder. We don't have the training window. Myself and Dan had a really good density session. You know, the split has changed that small little bit, which I'm going to have to take you through over the next couple of weeks as well. Really good density session yesterday. Posterior, you know, just basically the full back of the body. I don't actually have any direct quad work going in there now in that session anymore, just to manage fatigue that little bit more. And hopefully we're going to be fresh from it. Obviously the split is now a 2 on, 1 off. So we don't have any specific days that we're training, you know, like I would have had before, where I was like pushing on a Monday, this on a Tuesday. Do you know that kind of way? Which is weird. This is my first week of doing it now, do you know? We also do, I'm looking forward to have the Team CBC team day on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the lads there, having a nice session with everyone in there and just a good catch up with everyone. You know, that's something that myself and Keane want to, you know, obviously just keep doing more and more of, build that community that we've got there at Team CBC, because it is a big part of Team CBC, the community. And it just is fun. Do you know what I mean? It's what it's all about. You know, as I say to everyone that I start up with coaching, we're going to have fun doing this as well. You know, it's not just going to be a case of me being like, yeah, bro, you know, fucking get the job done here, you know, and that's going to be it. And then I'll chat to you next week. You know, it's like, we're going to have fun with it. Like, all my clients, like, we're back and forth texting about just shit, like, you know, because we're all just people at the end of the day. Do you know that kind of way? Also, Chief is back and looking to go on his walk, which I'll be going on after meal 1 to get a little bit of digestion done. Steps are currently at 12k per day as well, so they were 16,000, which again, lads, can be like a bit of a head fuckery. You know, they will probably go back up now, you know, to 16,000, because steps are relatively low impact, really, aren't they? Especially like with the level of muscle that I have. Like, I don't have like these massive legs. My legs are the weakest point, and I cannot wait to get in on them for the off season. But I said I wasn't going to chop all the peppers, and we're chopping all the peppers, but we're chatting here. Hopefully you're doing cardio and this is getting you through, you know, maybe a tough session of cardio. With your cardio, lads, the first few minutes are always going to be the hardest, you know what I mean? Like, just get through those first few minutes and then you'll be able for anything. You would literally be able for anything. You know, I have a good few lads there now who are doing a good bout of cardio, you know, and that's what's required. Everyone's going to be different. Some people can get away with doing a little cardio, other people can't, you know, and for me personally, you know, my cardio probably will go back up nice and high. And that's all good. It's just about time management, making sure I have the time there to do it, you know, getting up nice and early in the day, but also then at the same time, prioritizing the sleep. We've really put a big emphasis on the sleep. And lo and behold, everything is working a lot better from it. You know, the importance of the sleep. With the sleep, I know we're talking about lots of different stuff here, aren't we? The sleep for me, it's more so the decision making that comes off the back of sleep. You know, if you're hungry and you're working off poor sleep, you know, and you're in fight or flight mode, I know I say it the whole time, chances of you making a little bit of a bollocks with food is going to be a lot higher than if you were well slept, you know, well rested, you're on the ball with it, you know, that kind of way. Let's get this bloody omelette cooking because I am absolutely starving this morning and we ain't got time to waste, lad. I do need to clean this pan a small little bit before I do it. This is, again, the €7 pan from Lidl, lads. The €7 pan from Lidl. And I don't use any oil or spray or anything inside in this, just a little bit of water. Literally all I've been using, lads. So again, it's just something that I don't need to even worry about in terms of calories across the board. So these are my peppers for the day. This is just what I've been doing. Again, that's just what I'm going to keep consistent now. I know I was getting those bags, but they were mixed with the onions. Obviously, onions are not in the diet anymore. So I just take like a small portion of these for this meal. Again, same for like the next couple of meals. And that'll be good. All right, we're going to get them in there. This is just going to, you know, add a nice little bit of volume now for that whole meal, especially with it being, you know, a zero carber. But that's all good, you know, that's just all part of the process. I'm going to get my egg whites. The egg whites are from Lidl, lads, as well, just for convenience. They are super, super handy. The Golden Irish Farm eggs. They are, you know, like $4.50. Like if you're using obviously a fuck ton of them, you know, these are $4.50 and this one is bloody frozen. What's going on with that? There must be a small little issue with the fridge. That bloody fridge, the size of it, like. Anyway, we basically get the egg whites, get the egg in the bowl, mix it all together, and then cook away. And you know what? It's absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect. If I could give someone like a 500 of my calories to get back a little bit more energy, especially in like later on in the day, I would be happy to do that trade, no issues at all. So if there's anyone on here that wants an extra 500 calories and has loads of energy right now, we could do like a little bit of a trade, you know, that kind of way, because energy levels where they're at in the evening time, which is grand because again, it means I'm not worried about food. I'm just worried about like, let me sleep. But just for like Danielle and stuff, you know, like I'm there, literally we eat dinner, I go for a nap. The last 2 nights, I wake up, I eat my creamy, I go back to sleep on the couch, like, and then she's trying to get me up to the bed and I'm like, just leave me here, I'm fine, I'll fucking sleep here. Oh, it's just the joys of it, lads, you know. In terms of shows, we're obviously, God, come Saturday, we're 7 weeks out from the first show. Come Saturday, we're probably like 2 weeks out from the group photo shoot with the lads. Looking forward to doing that as well. That's going to be a nice, you know, a nice little day for us all doing the Team CBC group photo shoot. The lads doing that as well are on it, on the ball. I'm not too sure if you'll be watching this, lads, but you should be. Anyone who's on here as well who hasn't subscribed, lads, a lot of the people who watch the videos, you know, and do watch the YouTube aren't subscribed. If you could, oh my God, the scales this is an excuse to bring out my new scales that I bought a few weeks ago. I was just waiting for it. This scales that I spent stupid money on, we're whipping it out. Let's do it. Yeah, if it's going to work for me, is it going to? There we go. The nice salter scales. So we have 200 ml of egg whites. That's 120 left there now. Let's see if this frozen, oh my God, frozen egg whites with a little bit of ice inside there, lads. Bash. Gonna get that on there. 200 on the dot. My man. New scales. Again, with this diet, lads, it's just a case of you dictating in your own head how the day is going to go. You know what I mean? Which I know sounds silly. Do you know what I mean? But it's all how you control the mind at the end of the day. Regardless how hungry you are, regardless how tired you are, it's all up here. You know, that's been the biggest change for me over the last year, is just being able to control the mind. Let them cook there for a second as well. Stir up the egg and egg white. This is the meal that like takes the most amount of kind of like prep. You know, that kind of way. Other than that, everything is just pop it in the air fryer or fry it off really quick and we're good to go. You know, that kind of way. That's the main thing with that meal. I will, lads, another little beauty for making the creamies and post prep, like for making like a nice protein shake for myself and something that I can take on the road. The actual tub is getting washed because I used it to make the creamies early on this morning. The Ninja Blast, right? I wish I could show you the full thing. It was on sale. I think the blue color is nice, to be fair. But this is going to be for making the creamies. You saw I had that big blender just taking up space. The whole setup here is different. The microwave is now out here in the kitchen. We've got the air fryer, we've got the creamy, we've got the coffee machine, and then this little blender here. It's obviously got the tub as well. It's the perfect size for making creamies. Again, you take it on the road with you for making protein shakes and everything, like post prep. Oh, it's Ninja just know how to get you in, don't they? That is one thing we got there as well. Obviously that tripod. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just want the this bloody thing to start working for me now and we'll be good to go. I'm going to just prep the rest of this meal. I'll see you at breakfast. Maybe not my like very best work, lads. Let me know, can you see me? I think I might be kind of dark here, but still not bad. It does resemble an omelette, so that's the main thing. And we're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy the hell out of this and I'm going to get back to work. I have some shit to do because the day can get away, do you know what I mean? The day can get away, but meal one is going in. It's not really breakfast time now, it's 12 o'clock. We're going to have our mustard and we're going to have our ketchup. That's handy, isn't it? The fridge is right beside me. We're going to have our ketchup, we're going to have our mustard, and we're going to enjoy the hell out of this. Cup of tea, black tea. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it across the board. Like, let me know, was that chat like just a pointless chat to pop up on your feed today, or is that something you like doing? Like, because I really am, like, I love YouTube so much and I love just chatting to you about what's going on and what the story is, you know what I mean? And we've got a big busy couple of weeks coming up, which I'm going to take you through every single day with us. And I think just some of these kind of videos of just chilling, chatting, raw talk are, you know, in my opinion, I like watching people doing these kind of videos, you know, that kind of way. But I'm going to get the rest day breakfast into me. Also, not rest day, every single morning, a drink. You know, I've been talking about digestion. A drink for you to try out. You know, it might sound disgusting now. It's kind of like 2 drinks. Obviously, hydrating first thing in the morning is that big thing, okay? That will get things moving. And a black coffee, to be fair, does get things moving as well. You know, like after you hydrate. Hydrate, then caffeinate. But after, like, in the morning times, like before, well before I've eaten anything, just to get like the gut in a good spot, it's going to help with the gut as well. I do apple cider vinegar. I started back on apple cider vinegar from the mother. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be an absolute life changer, fat burner thing for you, but for your gut, for your digestion, I think it's helped me a lot. So I do apple cider vinegar with lemon juice as one drink, and then my other drink is my glutamine and my creatine. So I take 5 grams of glutamine, I take 10 grams of creatine, just take 10 grams, all right? A lot of talk actually from JP at the moment on taking 10 grams of creatine. I know a lot of people be just on the 5 grams, some people are on the 1 gram per 10 kilos of body weight. JP, I think, is talking like 10 grams at the moment. Not anything that I look into deep to, do you know what I mean? Because why? There's absolutely no reason to. You know, with all these things, it's the consistency, you know, and that consistent variable across the board that we want to be focusing on. But that is just that drink that I've been having, or the 2 drinks, I suppose you could say, every single morning. A little bit later in the morning, I suppose you could say, before I definitely eat anything, while the gut is empty, that I do definitely think have been helping that small little bit more. Give it a go, see what you think. Give all the things that I'm doing a go if you haven't been trying them and you're interested in trying them, like that omelette there, which I'm about to absolutely devour. we're going to have a good rest day. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're getting up to. I hope the cardio session is going well, if that's what you're doing, or you're chilling, sitting back, relaxing, watching this. Have a great day, lads. Drop the video a like. Comment down below, as I said, if this video was just a pointless addition to your YouTube feed, or you might have enjoyed it, you know, who knows? You know, it's all trial and error. And it's my channel at the end of the day. You're coming along with me, and I'm going to put out the content that I want to put out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I love YouTube.